you mentioned email list there, and there's no shortage of avenues or marketing channels to explore. As someone who works in the space, it sounds like, an email list is a necessity, but what
Mhm.
else would you recommend artists do? Like Facebook ads, blog features, getting on playlists, or
Yeah, for sure. So, um, now everyone's situation is a little different, right? So
sure.
there's really two ways to grow. It's either you have a bunch of time you can put in and you can be on all these different platforms, or you have money. So you either have to have time or money. If you have both, great. Maybe you don't have a lot of either, right? So if you don't have a lot of either, then you need to be very strategic and very, very focused. So I would say choose just one platform, and I would choose the platform that fits best with your strengths, right? Because um, right, if you can't bring yourself to do a certain platform, you're not gonna be able to be consistent, then I wouldn't pick that one. And so hands down, the fastest way to grow is definitely ads, because you can quickly get your music in front of a targeted audience. And depending on how much you spend, it can be quite a large audience. And it's very testable and repeatable. But again, it's expensive. It's also complicated and takes time to learn. You're going to lose a lot of money in the beginning. And so, and you also want to have you want to have a website set up. You want to have a way to actually have it build your email list. So that's a little bit more infrastructure intensive, I would say. So, but definitely recommend it. But if you don't have a lot of money to spend and you're just looking for a free way to grow, I'm very much a fan of using platforms that are leverageable, meaning you post something once and it can get you exposure years down the road. And let's face it, social media isn't actually one of the best ways to do that. Doesn't mean you can't be successful. There's a lot of artists using social media like Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, and for sure doing well and growing an audience that way. But for me, it doesn't really fit so much with my personality, and I also don't really use social media personally, so that's not really a great fit for me. So I would like to use like YouTube and Spotify to grow, because again, you can trigger that Spotify algorithm at any time, and even old songs, and those can be put onto playlists. And even if you don't earn a ton of income from streaming, it's a great way to get exposure, to find new fans, targeted fans, meaning people that are likely to enjoy your music, and start to grow a fan base that way. And also YouTube is really great because again, people are searching, right? If you're creating music around your genre, people want to be searching on that kind of music. You can also upload covers, which again are searchable. So it's a way that you can put out content one time and people can find it later. It's also searchable, so people are searching on your content that they can find. And so a couple of good examples of people I've done it this way are like Peter Hollins and Andrew Huang. They have really great YouTube channels, and that's how they really built their entire following, is just creating YouTube content that people are searching on. And that's how they found them. A good example of an indie artist I know that use like the Facebook ad route is Leah McHenry. And all these examples these are very successful people making multiple six figures. And so those are kind of the two best ways that I've seen, is either you're going the ads route, or you're going to be the content creation route, where you're focusing on YouTube or Spotify or a combination of those, where you're creating content that is going to attract people to you. People are searching on that content, and it's not just going to disappear, right? On social media, it disappears within an hour. It doesn't mean that there isn't a place for social media. It can also be really good for nurturing an audience. So as you're growing an audience, they want to follow you on those platforms. But if your time and resources are very limited, I would just pick one of those platforms and really focus on those.
Hey, if you got value from this video and want to dive deeper into how you can actually turn your listeners or followers into diehard fans willing to buy just about anything you release, then be sure to grab my free fan journey formula in the description below. This will walk you through the 4 elements you need to actually get discovered and then turn those listeners and followers into diehard fans who are willing to buy your music, your merch, or even sign up for your fan club if you have one. And be sure to check out this video up here if you want to learn how to earn a full-time income from your music. As always, keep creating and have a wonderful day.